So welcome back, class. We have done the first session that was knowledge based, and now we'll start the second session that is skill based. Do you have any query in knowledge session?
No.
Are you all ready for the practical session?
Yes.
Good. Moving to the very first one, that what we are gonna do in today's practical session. I have given a list of tags that we are gonna work on today, starting with HTML and ending up to table. And once we'll go with it, I will give you a brief review how you will write the code of each tag. But before you start writing the code, what I want from you all is that create a new folder. Can you all see what I'm doing onto the screen? Create a new folder, give it a name, web development. Right? And this is what organizing your document. This is what creating your document, right? Which we discussed earlier in theoretical session, right? So the purpose of creating this document, this folder, is that whatever new documents you are gonna create, you will save all these documents within it. Right now it's empty, you can all see here, right? And after that, what you will do, you will create a text document, open up a text document and give it a name as index only, right? But you will not specify the extension. And when you are not specifying the extension, it is automatically .txt. And place this file into your folder. And now you can see that the file is moved into the web development folder. Are you all with me? Yes. Shahryar, have you done it? Yes. Okay, show me your folder, your file. Go back to the folder. Okay, so this is web development. Open it up. Okay, an index. Clear? Abir, done? Yes, sir. Wise? Yes, Hamza? Okay. Yes. All of you? Yes. We are all on the same page? Yes, okay. Now from this onward, what you are required to do is, we'll move with the first tag, that is HTML. The notepad files which I have asked you to open up as index, just write this HTML tag there and give some space and write HTML at the closure, right? I have written it over the board here as well, and I'm gonna write it onto that file as well. So, okay, so HTML, right, and a bit of space and backslash HTML. Are you all with me till here? Yes, ma'am. Now this is my parent tag which I mentioned you in theoretical session. So we have created it and we have closed it, and the rest will fall in between. And this is identifying that it is a HTML document. The moment you write it here, the very next tag is head. I want you to first write it here at head, and within head write a note as welcome and close it here. And then save this file within the same folder as index.html. Right? So what you have done, you have written HTML as the parent tag, you have closed it with the closing tag, and you have written head and given welcome and closed head. You have written HTML opening, closing, you have given head, you have written a welcome note and closed it. The Now, why I have written here welcome? That is a question that might be rising in your mind. The reason is that basically head tag is used to declare scripting languages. Right? If I have to go for CSS document, I will mention its name here. If I'm going for JavaScript, I will mention JavaScript here. If I'm going for PHP, I will mention it here. But if I'm not using it for any sake, whatever I write here will be appearing on the top of my page. And the outcome will look like this. Go on to your folder where you will file two files. One is the text file and the other is a web file. Click onto the web file and you will find a welcome note at top. And this is the information that we have typed in between the head tag. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will go back to my slide and I want you all to remain there onto your notepad files. So we have used the parent tag HTML, and after that we have used the head tag, in which I have given you the description here that you can use to display any content on the top of the page, or otherwise the professional user demands that you declare your scripting documents within it, and that is an external file which name you will specify here. Now coming to the title tag, the third tag. So what I have done in head, I have written a welcome note and I have closed it. And now coming to title, and in title, whatever I'm going to type, for example, I will type here my page and I close it here. Right? I want all of you to do the same activity. I will do it later. First, I will explain you what it will do. This content which I have typed within the title tag will display onto the title bar of my web browser. Right? And let's do this activity. Open up it here, write title, write my page, and close it down. Can you find an error on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the matching tag is missing. So the purpose of this error is not intentional, it was unintentional. But I have asked you so that you can know if you are not using the appropriate closing braces, it will result into error. And after doing that, save it out. You can use Control-S option as well, right? And open up that onto your screen. Okay, let me close some of the files so that my page name appears here. Okay, so my page is displayed onto, if I point out through the mouse cursor, it's showing my page. So the name which I given in my title tag is displayed onto the title bar of my web page. Clear?
Yes.
So 3 tags we have used till now. The first tag is what? HTML. The second is head. The third is title. What is the difference of the 3? HTML is parent, right, and title is for title bar. So 3 things we are through with. So if you are just creating a blank document and just displaying an info there, you can do that. You can specify the name that will appear onto the title bar, and you know how to organize it. Now coming to the 4th tag, that is the body tag. I'm writing it here, but you will write it within your text document. And remember that I have used uppercase here and lowercase here, and the reason is that it has no impact. So there is no concept of case sensitivity, right? Now what you will write, that body will hold the entire content that will appear onto your screen, means onto your web page. So if you are writing a essay on ICT, it will appear there. If you are writing your own information that, okay, I am AYESHA KASHIF, I am lecturer, trainer and assessor for ICT subjects associated with Australian Pacific Institute of Technology, and would be continuing on my session for the next 3 years. Now that's what I can type in there. And to type that content, you can use paragraphs, right? And for that, there is an additional tag available, which is not definitely mentioned here, but you can use the P tag and close it down and can display your information in paragraph form. If you want to go for different paragraphs, if you just want to go for a single document, just one paragraph, then you need not to specify a paragraph as well. You can let it be typed there within that document. Now, few things that you are finding out here is 6 attributes of body tag. Till now, we have not used any attribute, but now we are using the attribute. Attribute means features. Attribute means properties. What are the properties? BG color, background, text, active link, visited link, and simple link. Now these 6 attributes are here. What is the purpose of the 6 attributes? That these 6 attributes will perform 6 different activities on your HTML document. I ask you all to use your body tag, and within that body write BG color and specify any color of your choice. For example, make it yellow and close it down. Right. So open up your text file. After the title, write the body tag. After body, give a space. Write first attribute as BG color and mention any color that you want to specify onto your page, and then save and run it. Can you see the difference?
Yes.
Now the background color of my document has turned to red. Why I have used this color? Just because the difference should be very well visible. But it's a shocking color. Never use red as the background, right? Try to use pleasing colors. Try to use soothing colors so that it should not give a bad impression of your website to the viewer. But I just quoted it here so that it looks apparent. So the moment I change the color, I will see and refresh it, the change will appear here. So previously I was using red and now I'm using green. So the 2 color changes are very well visible onto the screen. Are you all with me? Yes. Right. Okay. So moving back to your text files, and I'm going back to my PowerPoint slide. Okay, moving to body, and I have used the first option as BG color. Now go for a second option, that is the background. But when you are using background, you can either use BG color or you can use background. The reason is that the 2 options meant the same. But at one you are using a color, at the other you are using an image. So when you are using background, you will specify the source of your file and give its name. So background equals to name of the file, that either it is flower.jpg, whatever the name of the file existing onto your screen, onto your document. You have some sample files?
Yes, yes,
Okay. Open it up. Open up this window. Go to pictures. Okay. Take one picture. Copy and drop it into your document. The folder that you have created. Web development. Right. Okay. Now open up your text file. Use BG color. Remove it here. BG color remove. Right background. Yes, you have done it. So you can see the change. Wise has implemented it. Image he has taken from the sample pictures, right? And the outcome is here. Can you show your code? So what he has written, body background equals to the name of the file with its extension, right? And saved it and run it. So whatever sample files you have available with you, you can use it right now, but later on when you are going for your project, what you can do, select your images. What we done earlier in planning phase, that you get your content aligned, so take the content and utilize it into your web creation. All of you have done it till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure? Do I need to do it here, or you can do it on your own? You can do it on your own. Well, coming to next option, that is text. But before you use this text option, I want you to write something within the body tag. Anything, your name, my name is AYESHA KASHIF, you write your name, and I am a student of BSCS Technology. I am into my 6th semester, and today is my web development session. Just write these 4 to 5 lines. After writing, save your text file, and after background, use text and specify the color. So if I write here that after BG color, I will remove that closing and will write here text, and after text I specify here color is, for example, on I have used the color green, and on green white is visible, so I will write white and close it up. So open up, write text equals, specify color, save it and run it. And the moment you run, you will see the change. And my change is there on the top. The reason is I have not written anything within the body tag. And the change has applied onto the content that I typed in the head tag. But you have typed it within the body tag, so whatever changes will apply, they will apply onto the head content as well as in the body content. Both ways you will see the difference. Have you all done? Yes? You, please. Okay, have you done it, Atif? Okay. Do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what's the question?
What is the procedure of changing the color of fonts, that fonts written on? Yes, ma'am.
Body, BG color is the background color of the page. Text is changing the color of the text onto the page.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Done till here. Let me cleanse a window for you so that you can see a better glimpse of what we are doing. Okay, so till now we have done the first 3 options: BG color, background and text. No confusion in this? Okay, the next 3 options will be applied when we will use the hyperlink tag, right? But it will not get applied right now. So I will just explain you that these 3 options are used to change the color of the links. Like when you open up any web browser and you go for a website, you will find that 2 colors are there. If you are clicking on that website for the first time, it will be with the blue color before you visit it. And after visiting, it will turn to purple color. So 2 colors are applied. The link color is blue. That is when you have never visited that website in your life, onto your computer, onto your web browser, right? And that color will be specified with the link option. So you will write body, you will write link, and you will write the color. Like by default it is blue color, the standard. Okay, I want to change it, I want to make it red. So all my links will appear as red, right? And active link, a link. I want to make it green. Active means the moment I will take the cursor there and I click over it, it will turn to active. And the moment I release my cursor, it will turn to V-link, that is the visited link, and visited link color will be, for example, yellow. Why I'm using different color, not the standard color, so that you can see the difference. What actually by default the standard colors are and what actual colors you will find it here. But these colors will not get applied until and unless we come to the anchor tag. Just because we have not created any link till now. You write it within the body tag, so that once we will be working on to the anchor tag, this will automatically get applied there. You have all written?
Yes, sir.
Abir, have you written it? Show me your screen. Okay. Come on, hurry up. Okay. Specify any different color which you are not finding over the websites. Okay. Okay, let it be. Let it be. Move on. V-link. Give a link color. Right. And close the brace. And save it. Most importantly, you are supposed to save every single change that you make into your document. Only then it will get applied. If you are not saving it, that change will not be applied onto the document. I will erase it here so that you can have a clear vision of the slide. And moving to the next one, that is your font tag. Okay, so we have done background color and we have done text color. But for example, if I want to show variety of colors into my website, how I can do that? I want to change the style of my text, how I can do that? So for example, if you have used a body tag and after body you have used a paragraph, and in that paragraph you have written few statements and you have closed it and the body is closed. Now what you will do, that before paragraph tag you will use the font tag and you will use these three options. Face means the style. Style means Times New Roman, Arial, Comic Sans, Verdana. These are the styles of your font. Means how the text will appear. Either in a straight form, either in a joining form, either in a Lucida handwriting format, purely on your own choice, right? Size, the font size. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, how bigger you want to show your content onto the website. And color means the font color. The font color that will appear on your screen, right? If you are using these three will be applied exactly where you are opening and gonna close it. Like if I write here font face equals to Verdana, then color equals to blue and size equals to 12. and close it, and exactly after the closing of the paragraph tag, I close my font tag. Now this option will only be applied on my paragraph in which I have declared it, but the rest of the document will not have that application. Have you done it? Okay, so Intazar, can you show me what you are doing? Okay, so you have created a link that shows, so you are going ahead. Okay, and where you have applied the font, show your text file. Okay, color blue, size 20, and face is word enough. On which content you have applied? Link. Okay, change the content. Write something more so that the changes are well available, well visible. For hyperlink, click here. Okay, when you're writing your content, do not write it in a straight line just like Intazar is writing here. Just because then it becomes difficult to scroll left and right, top and bottom. Split your statements, break your statements. Frequently use the enter key of the keyboard so that things are available onto the single screen without scrolling, right? Otherwise you will get confused the moment I will reach your screen. Right? And what have you done? Now show me, save, have you saved it? Okay, save and run it. Okay, so the content style up there is different from what it is here. The color is same. Is it pink? It's pink, but you should use a sharper color so that the difference is well. We use a sharper color. Green is the background color. Okay, red, make it red. Right. Right, fine. So this how the color is well visible and the size is also bigger than the earlier content that we have done. All of you have done it? Shahriyar, have you done it? Okay. Wise?
I applied it in the middle.
Okay, so you have applied it here and the rest are different. Okay. Hamza? Done. Good. So you all are going really great. Enjoying your session?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving to next one. The image tag. You have seen the images onto your sample images folder that is onto your computer. Take any other image from there and paste it into the same folder, and what you will do now, you will use the IMG tag, that is an abbreviation of image, right? Go into the body tag after paragraph, where your paragraph is closed, use an image tag, right? After image tag, use the first possible attribute, that is source, and specify the name of the file that you want to add. Have you done it?
Yes.
Onto your text documents, after the closure of paragraph, you will write a new tag which is image. In image, use the first attribute as IMG. IMG with the first attribute as source, and with source specify the name of the file. And image is a pair tag or a singular tag? It's a singular tag, right? So you need to have a very good understanding that where we are using pair tags and where we are using singular tags. Okay, Who has applied it? Okay, so let's move to Shahryar's window and figure out what he has used. So he has used this image onto his document. Now the image is appearing into its standard size, the actual size which is available there. Now what you can do, you can modify its height and width. And what you will do, you will use these two attributes, height and width. In height, specify the percentage, 20%, 30%. In width, specify the percentage to see the difference. So instead of closing out here, I will write height and will specify, for example, 30%, right? So it will be taller up to 30%, and width is equal to 50% of the actual size. And I will close it down here. So if I just take you back again to Shahryar's screen, now initially the size of the image was quite huge. Now after applying height and width, the size has turned to a bit compressed. So it has squeezed down. So this how three attributes are applied onto it. Yes, Atif, what's the problem?
My picture is not showing here.
Your picture is not visible. Go back to your notepad file. Where have you used that code? Where is IMG? IMG source. You have not mentioned the extension of the file, fish.jpg, and save it and run it again. Image is there, but the image is too big. Apply height and width, it will reduce down the size of your image. Do it. Okay, we got one impression that Atif was unable to display his image because he was not using the extension of the file. Now what he can do is, if you're making any mistake, you use Alt option there. So what you will do, instead of closing out here, you will go for Alt and a message will appear here, file not found. What I have done, I have used another attribute from here, that is ALT, Alt. Alt means alternate. Alternate means if image is not available because of any good reason, maybe it got deleted, maybe I have given a wrong name, maybe I have not specified the extension. So this message will appear in place of that image, file not found. Abir, make the changes in your document. File not found. So here you can see that Wise has changed the name of the file and the alternate message is displayed, that is file not found. Right? Now apply border. Border will specify a thick line or a thin line on the four sides of your image. Right? So you can make border 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment you keep on adding numbers, the border will turn thicker. The moment the numbers are less, the border will be thinner. From thinner to thicker, your border will be switching. So border equals 2 and close. So then the border will be turning to thick. So how many options we have used? We have used border, height, width, source, and alt. And only one is left, that is align. Align, you want to align it in the center. You want to align it at the left side. By default, it is where? Onto your By default, the image is where? Onto the left of the paper page or on the right of the page? On the left of the page. So if you want to take it to right, write in a line right. So before closing, write a line, write it right and close. Now from left, your image will shift to the right position. Who has worked onto it? You all have done. Very good. Yes, show. Okay, so you can see that previously the image of Intezar was onto the left side of the page. Now it has turned towards the right side of the page, and you will find a thin border on the four sides of the image. If you just change the size of the border for me. Border. Now you will see that the border has turned thicker, right? The moment you keep on increasing the numbers of the border, it will be increasing. It will be turning to bolder, bolder and bolder. So you all are done till image? Yes. Any confusion till here? No. So how many tags we have worked on till now? 6. 6. What are these tags? Can Saira repeat them for me? Can you come a bit up front? Yes, Saira. Tell me how many tags we have used till now?
I think 6.
Louder, beta.
6.
6. And what are these 6 tags?
Image tag, height, width, alt means alternate, border and align.
Okay, remember that these are not the tags, these are the attributes of image. When I talk about tag, it means HTML, it means head, it means title, it means font, it means image, it means paragraph. But when I talk about attribute, we will say with body, BG color, background, text, border. They will become the attribute of a particular tag. All the attributes will not get applied in every tag. Every tag has its own attributes. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Moving to the next one. Hyperlink. Most important tag, because if you are making a website, you need to learn how to create hyperlinks. Hyperlink means that you are giving a link of another page on your web page. And when I say from a web page I want to switch to website, I need to have number of pages added up onto my web page. And for that the tag is A. Simple A represents anchor. Anchor is a tag specifying your link. If I have to create a link, I will use A opening and A closing tag. And to where I have to create the link, it will come in between. Like I write here, click me. So if I write here click me, so click me will be activated as a hyperlink. I will use the first attribute, that is href, that is hyperreference, and in that I will specify the name of the file that will take me when I click at this. So I say when I click on this link, it should take me to my education page, edu.html. Right? Now what will happen, that the moment you type and save it, for that it is mandatory that you have this page into your folder. That I haven't told you right now, right? So create another text file, give it a name edu.html, and write just education as a head message. So within the head tag, write education. Okay, so we have all written anchor. We have all written the first attribute as href. I have taken out one attribute from here, that was target. And why I have taken it out? Because it will be discussed in the next session that we will be conducting inshallah tomorrow. So till here we will be completing with this tag, and the rest of the tags will continue in our upcoming sections. The reason is that it's a 40-hour unit. You cannot do the entire in the very first lecture, and just because you're not familiar with it, I want you to get familiar with the environment initially. So today's lecture was to introduce you what is HTML, and today's lecture was to tell you how to integrate tags into HTML page. So have you all done till here? Yes. Is it working? Yes. Okay, Abir, show me your screen. Okay, show me the output. Right. Our link is done, and we have seen it on the Abhi's screen that she has created hyperreference. She has created a page as well, and when she clicked here, it has moved the content to the next page. This is known as external link. External means when you are jumping from one page to another page. And when you are supposed to create internal links, it is different from the external. Like you have a top-bottom option onto your page. At the top of the page, bottom is written, and at the bottom of the page, top is written. So when I click on it, it will take me to the top of the page. When I click on it, it will take me to the bottom of the page. And how I will write the code? I will write a href equals to # and specify the link. For example, it is bottom, and we'll give it an ID of where it has to take it to top and bottom, and close it with A. But for that you need to give enough space in between, and for that you will use BR tag. Type BR tag once and copy and paste it up to 40 to 60 times so that at least a page break is available. Right? A hyperreference # bottom, ID top, bottom, and closing it with A. So we are using the second attribute. Please don't use your cell phone in the class. Right? You need to follow the ethics while you sit in the class. All of you have written it? Yes. And same way you will write the top code, where you will write a href # top, ID, bottom, and top. Intezar, have you done it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just coming towards you to show everyone that how this option will work. Bottom, top, and /A. Okay, so have you saved it? Okay, so Intezar, I want you to be a bit louder. Show your link. Make a font a bit larger so that it gets visible. Size, make it up to 16, 20, whatever, and close it. Okay, save it. You should have copied and pasted it here. When you are a computer student, it is expected that you work smartly and intelligently, and that demands use shortcuts. Don't go for longer options. So if similar code is used, try to copy and paste it. Okay, so now you can you all please class be attentive, have a look here that the bottom link is available, click on it, it will take you to the bottom of the page, and the top link is created at the wrong place.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you need to change the code. ID,
I didn't go
AHREF, top, ID, bottom, top, anchor.
it didn't make it
Have you saved it? No, it's not working.
enter content just because of this.
Save it again. You have to save it, Control S, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Save it here, file, save. Go back to your screen. Reload the page.
Doesn't make a
It's not working.
something a little bit.
AHREF 16 has to get closed here. Reduce down the space. AHREF top, ID bottom, stop, anchor, font close. Now save it, Control S. File, save. Run it. Now it's changed. Top, and it has taken you back. A few of mistakes may let your code not perform the desired operation, but that's how your skills are refined. That's how you learn how to locate your own mistakes as well. Sometimes that mistake is just a colon, just a bracket, just an inverted comma, or you have skipped something, you have skipped a letter, and the output is not displayed onto the screen. But once you are reviewing it again and again, you will be clear with your code. And try to use this code every time, every new tag in a new line. This is how your code will also get aligned, right? If you are typing it in a same line, you may create a lot of errors. But if you are writing every time a tag in a new line, it will resolve the errors. Okay, so all clear till here? Hyperlink is done. Should we go with the wind-up session? Okay, so let's come up with a quick review that what we have done in the skill session, which is the practical session of our unit of creating dynamic web pages. And in this session we have discussed the tree of tags. Tree of tags means that we started with HTML, and in between HTML all the tags got filled in. And what were the different tags? There were some paired tags and there were some singular tags. And by the collection of paired and singular tag, we were able to complete our HTML page creation. Along with that, we have discussed the attributes of different tags that we have used. Now I will ask for the questions relevant to any particular topic that we have discussed till now. So I will start with Abir, and I will ask her that do you get the understanding of HTML head and title tag?
Yes,
Can you repeat it a bit and a bit louder?
ma'am. HTML is the parent tag.
Okay.
Head is the another one which comes after HTML.
Right.
It's like a top section, top title.
Okay, and what we will type in head will appear where?
Ma'am, if we will type like welcome, it will appear over top right.
Okay, top right most part of the page.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what else we can write in head?
Ma'am, heading.
Okay, and we can declare scripting code.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in title?
I mean title, it is the title of the bar.
Right. And whatever you will write, it will be appearing on the title bar of your page. Okay. So, first three tags Abir has explained here. I want few of you to come up with more options. Wise, can I take you in? Okay. You will give me a review of body tag. What is a body tag and how many attributes are there and what each attribute means?
A body tag is a main tag. It total has 6 attributes like background, background color, text, link, A-link, and V-link. A-link is active link, V-link is visited link, and the simple link.
Okay, and what a BG color is meant to do?
It changes the background color of the main screen.
Okay, and if I'm using the background option in place of BG color?
It adds the image file
As a background. And what does text do?
Text file change the text attribute change the color of the text.
Right.
Writing in the body.
Right, well explained, well answered. So body is basically having 6 attributes and each attribute is doing a different activity. After body we came up with the image tag. What image tag does, Saira will explain us. Saira, how many attributes are there in image tag and what each attribute is supposed to do? I want your answer to be a bit louder so that everyone can understand.
There are 6 tags of image.
Right.
Tag and attributes of image tag, and which are SRC, in which we are giving the link of a name of picture which we want to display on screen, and height we should set the height of a picture, and width in which we set the width of a picture. Alt we alternate if we want to show a message. If a picture is not shown, then we show the message file not found. And border, we set the border in pixels, and align, we align the picture in left, right, or top or center of the page.
Right. So very well explained that image has different attributes. Source will give the image that you are going to display onto the screen. Height will fix the length of your, or you can say the tallness of your image. Width will set the broadness of your image. Alternate is used to display an alternate message if image is not available there, right? And border is going to thicken the 4 layers of your image. Any confusion till here in today's lecture? All done?
Yes.
Ready for the next session? Yes. Okay, so next session will held inshallah tomorrow. We'll see you all tomorrow. Best of luck and do review today's activity. Allah Hafiz.